Hi guys, Durantula90 here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be talking about my Game Boy collection, so games I have for the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color. Also discussing games that I plan to get in the future. But other than that, let's get right onto it. Nice. So for me, first of all, I know I said in my last video I was going to be talking about my PS1 collection. But I decided because my Game Boy collection is pretty small, that I wanted to just get that out of the way first and then focus on the bigger collections afterwards. So for me and the Game Boy, I think for a lot of 90s kids it started in one place, and that was here. Oh dear. Try that again. Was here. It was something that year was kind of like, I didn't want anything else for Christmas, but for our birthday that we got them at the time. I didn't want anything else, I just wanted a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red. And lo and behold, my dream came true and we got them. So my twin brother got the blue version as well as the Game Boy Color as well. And that day we just sat and we played it and played it and played it. And it was just such, let me try that again. It has been and will always will be, a fantastic memory for me. Getting these and just still being able to play them today, it's just fantastic for me. In general, I think for me, I will put this out there now, that in terms of Game Boy games, this and obviously the other two are the only Game Boy original Game Boy games I own. Just because for me, I wasn't a Game Boy era kind of guy. Apart from these were literally the only ones that interested me at the time. So, I wasn't really into an awful lot of that, of the other games. And so, it was just like, I would just play the hell out of them, and then time came on, and then obviously Gen 2 came around. So, it was time to upgrade, to play on the others, and so I played them. Now, obviously, this became very different. I still remember being so jealous of one of my friends. We went into Tesco in our local area, and we were with him and his dad, and he bought Pokemon Gold. And I remember, we were just standing over his shoulder and just watching him play it on the Game Boy Color. It was such a hilarious experience. But it was like, these are just, after playing like Red and Blue and that, it was like this was the next level. So you had to get them. And so, once again, definitely happy to have these. The only one I'm not happy to have is Crystal, and I'll explain why. Because this is actually the American version, as you can see by the E sign. I don't know if you can see that at the bottom. And the other thing about it as well was that, obviously on eBay, the pictures look really good, in the sense that they were proper pictures. They weren't like stock photos or anything like that. But it's just, this case is a bit squashed, and it's not got a manual or anything, so I'm going to be looking for a physical copy. That's not what I mean. I mean an English version. But the thing is, obviously it's shot up in price as usual. Pokemon games have a lot of value and probably will always have a lot of value. And obviously in places like CEX, they've only just started doing Gen 2, towards the end of last year, I think. They started stocking Gen 2, and again, this is shot up in price, so it's quite expensive to get. So, and the actual version works. So, I'll keep it in the sense that, if I can pick one up, as cheap as possible, or, just one time I managed to find one in the wild, like on the Facebook Marketplace, or, something like that, then I'll definitely pick a different one up. Then, of course, moving on to the Game Boy Advance, I didn't really play a lot of this. I played it with my friend a few times. I don't remember having a lot of memories with this. Mainly because, again, I was more focused on consoles for the TV more than handhelds. So I wasn't really focusing on this. So that kind of got me to a point where, after getting Red, Blue and Yellow again in the middle of 2018, that Christmas, I was thinking to myself, well, I've got to get, if I'm going to do something, I might as well get the rest of them. So I bought one of these, and then I also picked up, drumroll please, you guessed it, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emeralds. I actually missed Gen 3, so I didn't actually play these. But, you know, I've played this one now. But playing this was probably the most alien experience I've had with Pokemon. You know, it's like I didn't know anything about the route at all. I didn't know, you know, what Pokemon were good. Because my only real experience of Gen 3 was playing like Pokemon Colosseum on the GameCube, so I didn't really get it as much. But, you know, after playing it, I do now. And so, you know, when it comes to playing Sapphire and Emeralds, I'm really looking forward to doing that. And then, of course, there's Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. Again, they're just pretty much just remakes of the Gen 1, but with, you know, I'm pretty sure, just by looks, you know, it's kind of set in the same format as Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and, you know, you have the moves that they can learn that are in the same point as them, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the same kind of setup. But yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people said that. Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just went blank. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, for me, these were just very, very good to pick up. You know, especially since, again, you know, these were surprisingly expensive for what they were at the time, because it's like, you know, I didn't think these were as, you know, sought after because of the originals, but apparently they are. And but no, I'm really happy to own them. Surprisingly, another thing I didn't know was that these two actually came out before Emerald, so it's kind of like, you know, so I was like, okay then. So it's weird when you think about, if you're going to play them in chronological order, you kind of go, right, you can play Ruby, then I'll play Sapphire, then I'm going to go back to Gen 1 in some capacity, then I'm going to go back to Gen 3 again. But no, really looking forward to it. And the thing is, for the Game Boy Advance for me, is that the handhelds are just, you know, like, unless I get it modded with like a backlight, so I can actually just see it without having to kind of like, you know, shine it against a window or something like that, I don't really know if I'd use it anymore. Because one of the purchases I made, which is, you know, getting quite rare to find now, is the Game Boy player for the GameCube. You need the disc as well, which I have. You know, it's just like, this was like a crazy pickup in a way, because like these were like £60-70 at one point. And then when I went to my retro shop that I go to, Retro Games HQ in Swindon, if you haven't checked them out, you must do that. Pete is such a great guy. He'll give you a good deal, good discount. You'll always learn a lot. I've learned a lot every single time I've been there. But no, it's really worth a pickup. You know, lets you play the Game Boy Advance games on your TV. For those of you who just want to do that, and I think that's where I'm planning to go with it, really, because I think it's just easier for me. Because I just can't be bothered to get my consoles modded. Like, I just don't care about that. And the last two games I have for the Game Boy Advance that I've picked up that aren't Pokemon games is Star Wars: The New Droid Army and Mario vs Donkey Kong. I know a lot about this because I've watched a lot of videos based on this, knowing that it has sequels as well. This, like, I watched gameplay when I first picked it up. Like, it's obviously, in comparison to stuff like Knights of the Old Republic and stuff like that, it's, you know, obviously not going to compare to that. But it's on the Game Boy Advance, and, you know, so you kind of got to give that props, you know. But no, you know, that's pretty much it for my Game Boy stuff. You know, it's a bit boring in the sense, you know, it's just Pokemon, and then I'll just start to get these. But I've only just started to really branch out for the Game Boy Advance. So I want to know in the comments section below, what Game Boy Advance games do you enjoy playing, and which ones do you recommend that I pick up? I'm really keen to pick up a lot of Game Boy Advance games, which helps me kind of justify buying the Game Boy player, because it's like, if I was just going to play Pokemon, I would have just kept the Game Boy Advance. But because I've got the Game Boy player, it just means that, you know, I can play them on my TV, and it's just easier for me, to be honest. Like I said, I don't really care about getting stuff modded and stuff like that. I just want to have the games, play them, and just enjoy them. So yes, please let me know down in the comments what games you would recommend I pick up. So there's stuff like the Golden Sun Saga and Sonic Advance, which I really want to get. But other than that, I don't really know about any others that are like really, you must have them. apart from maybe like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think, what games you recommend to me. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe down below, and keep a lookout for my new upcoming videos. I plan to upload videos every couple of days or so. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and until next time, guys, take care of yourselves.